Hello Leia users, and welcome to the 6th Leia tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to address a question that is often asked by our users, and that is how to rank for Google searches. Now the first thing that I'm going to say about this is that we and you really don't have too much to do with how your website ranks on search results. Okay, so what happens is Google, for instance, their search engine will have something called a crawler that will constantly monitor the web and try to find websites that match certain keywords, right? And then it will track traffic to those sites over time and try to develop some sort of an index for when that site should appear. And this takes time, it takes patience, and it won't happen as soon as you publish your website. In fact, it probably won't happen within the first few weeks, and it's really tough to say exactly when it will happen in the long run. But the best thing that you can do, or best things that you can do, will be covered in this video. Okay, so we're going to open up our website by clicking Edit Website. And it's loading kind of slowly right now. Alright, there it goes. Okay, so in the toolbox here we have a section down at the bottom that's called Metadata. Alright, and so if you scroll down to it, right, you'll find this Edit Metadata section. Okay, and it describes exactly what metadata is and what you're actually editing when you use it. But this is some of the most important stuff that Google will use in order to index your website and make sure it appears in search results. Okay, so the very first thing that you can do to make sure that your website is as good as it can be in terms of SEO, which is search engine optimization, is to edit this title right here. Okay, so the title for our page currently is consulting. Right? If we had a specific type of consulting, like financial consulting, right, we could type that in there. And then our description, this is where we would want to use a lot of keywords that describe exactly what we do, right? We would type it in here, you know, whatever. Our favicon, that is not necessarily, that doesn't really have much to do with SEO, but that's something that you can use. Basically, that's what this is up here. You see this in the top left corner, right? That's our favicon. So that'll appear, you know, in any tab that we have. It will appear oftentimes if you're on a mobile device and you you tabulate your page, you'll be able to see individual pages by their favicons. Anyhow, these are the things that you can do to edit the metadata, and this is always very recommended. You definitely don't have to do this initially because, like I said, Google won't rank your site up front, but it's something to do at some point if you want to rank in Google searches. Once you make changes here, these won't be permanent, right? What I've typed won't be on Google in the search results until I hit this Save Changes button. So if I hit Save Changes, okay, now the title of my page has been updated to Financial Consulting, and the description was that gibberish that I had randomly typed in. Okay, so that's the very first thing that you should do. The second thing that you should do, if you are a business, and if you're not a business, this doesn't necessarily apply to you, but oftentimes this can work as well, is go to Google My Business. Okay, so this is a service that allows you to register your business on Google. If you have an actual address, if you have a website, which obviously you do with Leia, if you have some images you can use, some hours, you can input all of this information, and essentially what will happen is you'll begin to rank on search results, right? And you'll appear at the very top, particularly if somebody is searching for you in the location that your business is registered. So for example, our business is located right next to an awesome restaurant called Pressed Cafe. So I'm going to search Pressed Cafe. Okay, and so see this over here, this is a Google My Business listing. So if you have a restaurant or you have a consulting agency like we do with our fake website. Or a number of other businesses that have an actual location where you're trying to get customers within the area, you're going to want to create a Google My Business listing so you appear in search results like this. Now if I click website, I'm taken to their website. Now they happen to appear at the top of the search results, but if you didn't appear at the top of the search results, your Google My Business listing would still appear there, and users would be able to click on it and go to your website, right? In this case, it would be your Leia website. Okay, so that's the second thing that's recommended that you do. The third thing, and this is not applicable to everybody because not everybody is a Leia business user, but if you are a Leia business user, you'll have access to this feature right here called multiple pages. Okay, so in here you can kind of vaguely see beyond the opaque white that we have a button that says add a page. So when you add a page to your Leia website, what it will do is it will create a new page that's structured very similarly to this one, and you can add, tons of text, images. You can kind of customize it exactly like you can with this website. But it will also add in your menu bar a link to that page. Okay, and one of the key features of SEO, ranking on search results, is having multiple pages with similar content linked together, right? So the crawler that Google uses can find one page and then take a link from that page to another page and crawl that page. And if they're at the same domain name, that domain name will rank better for search results. Okay, so you definitely want to, if you're a Leia business user, make use of this multiple page feature over here and add multiple pages to your website so they get injected into your menu bar, and you can develop organic SEO that way. But those are the main three things you want to do. Other than that, try to promote your site via social media, try to drive traffic to it. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do on your own organically in terms of just hustling to get people to your website that will help you rank better on search results. But it's a mistake to think that as soon as you publish your Leia website that it will all of a sudden become visible on Google, because it will not. And you can go to any website builder out there, you go to their frequently asked questions, everybody is asked the same question. You go to GoDaddy, go to Wix, Squarespace, any one of these guys, and they will tell you the exact same thing, right? And that's that it takes time to appear on Google because they need to index your website. But what I've just given you is a set of instructions and tricks, right, to get your site to appear more quickly than it would had you not done anything at all. So that's it for this video. Just wanted to address that issue and hope you found that informative. Please stay tuned for the next video, and we'll see you there.